Okay, so just wanted to walk through a quick web scraping demo session. So I just kind of passed some information from a common, I mean, a popular e-commerce retailer here in India. So I prepared a small kind of module for this thing with two abstract functions. One is for searching the items that you're looking for on the retailer website, and second is to get the prices of the items that are being returned in the search result, right? So this is the structure of the code, how it's organized. So this is the main code, this is your module, and this is the class within that module, right? So first I'll walk through the module. So let me just go to shopping and then Flipkart. Okay, so this is the quick module and it has got two functions, find item and get details. So in get details actually it returns you the complete JSON object and then you have to iterate to the price uh, value uh, by using kind of a navigation of combination of the keys and the values throughout this JSON. It's a big, very big JSON, more than 15,000 lines in together. So again, this is like very basic thing. So this is the class name. This is function one. This is your search base where your searches will hit. This is your sort criteria. Again, this is coming from the retailer end. You can sort it on the popularity, price, and there are a couple of other parameters. And this is your final search URL which will get formed, and then it is being fired to the get method. And then I'm looking for the script tags, and then iterating through the script tags one by one and trying to find the tag which has JSON LD and item list together both, right? Before that I have to convert this tag into string, right? Otherwise this remains as a beautify scope object. Okay, before that, let me, I forgot to tell you that to do this, I've used beautify scope module and the JSON module and request module, right? So coming back to this piece. So again, I mean, wherever just this is actually the line matches with JSON LD and item list. I'm stripping it off. I'm basically kind of creating a list of items. I mean, with the line separator, right? Let me just quickly show you first. I mean, what exactly this is doing. So let me just go to the main code first, or maybe I'll go to the website and directly will show you that what I'm talking about. So if this is basically here I've looked for MacBook Air 128 GB, and this is the source page of this page, right? So here if I look for JSON LD, uh, it actually kind of gives you all your search results. So the item list element, it is a complete list of search results, right? It just kind of scrolls kind of a lot. So okay, and then further you have to kind of parse the URLs within this list, like what all items are being returned one by one. Okay, so this basically a function returns you the list items. Okay, I mean basically URLs. Okay, and now going back to the main code. Here we will see FLP test. Yeah. So here, if I show you, I mean, okay, again, I mean, here I'm calling the class Flipkart from the module, right? And I'm taking command from the command line. I'm taking this item that I want to search for, right? So search for, right? And then then I'm calling this find item function, Flipkart.find item function, and in my items it will return me the list of the items, okay, or the URLs, okay, and then I'm extracting the URL part. I mean basically from the JSON object, okay, and then kind of you can print it here, and then otherwise you can further use it to kind of get more details of the item. That I'll talk about this function in a bit. So so basically, I mean, okay, let's jump to this get details function now, because I think this job done for the find item up to this point. I'll just quickly show you that if how it actually looks like. I mean, we have to do Flipkart FLP test, and then look for maybe you say MacBook Air 128 GB. It will return you one item. Why? I'll tell you, because I've applied a break after kind of first search in the details item details section, item details block. Otherwise, it will return you kind of 10 items at a time. So here I'm putting a break after getting the price of best match search. Right. So now coming back to this function get details. So in get details, basically, yeah. So in get details, what I'm doing is I'm taking the URL which is being retrieved from the previous function, right? And then passing through the URL, and again when just firing a request, get request, okay, and then kind of parsing, then getting the content of the page in scope object, okay, and then again looking for script tag, and here this is I mean like very specific to like websites which you are trying, which you are parsing, right, which you're trying to parse. So you have to basically look for particular strings or matches, combination of matches, right, and like hit to the right place, I mean where the information lies. So if I search for example, let me just take this guy to the browser first. uh, okay, yeah. So if I take to the browser, so it gives me this result. Now if I do a okay view source, yeah, and then if I look for this string in on the page, it will take me to the line where my JSON containing the item in description or the item details is there. So okay, so window dot initial state, this is your complete JSON file. Sorry, not JSON file, JSON object of the item that you're looking for. So if I copy this guy onto a editor, okay, let me just fire an editor here. Yeah, yeah. If I paste it here, yeah. So you will see that the starting part of this is good, but at the end it has got closing tag of script, and then there is this semicolon somewhere here. Okay, we have to strip them out, right? So what we do is we basically uh, kind of split this array. I mean this whole object on the basis of uh, uh, underscore equal to, and we take the second part of this thing, which will include your semicolon at the end. So we have to strip out semicolon also. So let me just show you what I'm doing here. So if I take you through, so okay, moment I find initial state in the tag, I am further splitting that uh, with the new line, and then kind of again applying a split on the basis of this kind of a pattern, underscore space equal to space, right, and picking the first item out of it, sorry, the second item. 0th is the first, and the first is like the second item after that, right? So again going back to the source, so okay, this will be your kind of a sort of first item, okay, and after this is your second item. So we just pick this, and but we know there's this semicolon at the end, so we will strip it off with or strip uh, trailing semicolon. We'll strip it off, okay, and break over here. Okay, so and this return, I mean, basically gives you the complete JSON object that you have seen just now on the source page. So from this end to the end, right? So okay, maybe let me just take it to a online JSON indentation. part so you will get a clear picture what I'm talking about. Yeah. So let's paste it over here. Let me just copy it first. Yeah. So copied, and then I'll paste it over here and then process it to take a while, and then it gives me a neat JSON. Yeah. If I copy this JSON, yeah, and I take it back to the atom, you will see that it's quite neat JSON object. Okay, there is a strip thing, and then I mean this should get removed. Okay, let me just see why it's not removed. Or okay, where is it coming from? Let me just see. Okay, I've just copied it from here. So okay, so it's there. Okay. Anyway, so uh, so this JSON is now looking kind of a very neat, and you can easily iterate it through. But you really don't know where your price is, so you have to actually work a bit to get kind of the details to work to get the price or maybe the title or the offers associated with the item, right? But the JSON is like having everything about this object or the item, right? So further, I mean, if I show you, I mean, what I'm doing in the main code is I'm trying to get the price of this item by iterating through the JSON. So to what I found that during the iteration, for some items the price actually gets hit with this uh, key and I mean this path, yeah. But for some items, when it was retrieved with this path, right? So here, if you see up to data is same, but in some cases the key, I mean, I have to further navigate with using EMI details key, and some items I have to navigate through pricing key, right? So then after kind of end of the story, I'm just printing the URL and the price of the item, right? So if I just remove this break, for example, it will show me the price of all top 10 results, search results. Okay, and these functions can be used like individually as well, I mean outside, I mean as independent things. So for example, if you see this kind of a function, I mean like get details, so it just takes the URL. So you can just, if you want to track some item, you can get the URL of that item, I mean directly from the browser, and just pass it through this function, get details function. It will very well work for you, right? So let's run through some quick checks. FLP test, maybe iPhone XR. Yeah, let's give it a try. So it has got one result. I think there are not many results for this. Okay, there is one more. I think there are just the variants and the colors. Yeah, size and internal size and colors. Yeah, okay. It says they can't get it. So probably the JSON is a bit different for. I mean, or the navigation path in the JSON is a bit different for these items, right? So I mean, you have to basically look for every possibility. I mean, if you like want to build a robust program, right? So okay, let me just search for something else. For example, just say table lamp. Yeah, let's see what it gives us back. So okay, some rechargeable items. Table lamp. Okay, let me just take it to the browser. Um, and see what it is. Okay, so this is some table lamp, ₹3 394, and what we got here. Okay, is the precise price is correct. And okay, so this is like quite basic web scrapping. I mean, you have to really look for the source page. I mean, and then kind of craft your program accordingly to get the information out of that source. And at times, I mean, websites to change, so you have to update your code accordingly if you want to maintain that continuity of your program. I mean, through a long run, Right. So that's pretty much for today. Thanks. Bye.